basic cheerleader outfit.
Yeah.
Because it's even got the little matching bottoms
Right.
with the, you know, and the go-go boots.
Right.
They wore go-go boots.
In the 23rd century, that's a...
It's like you're going to beam down to a planet in go-go boots.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, that's good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, they've got them dressed a lot nicer for next generation.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they've learned over the years. Come on, everybody learned over the years.
They definitely learned.
Well,
anyway, but
you know, they had to sell it to the network in the 60s. You know, it's like...
TNA.
Yeah.
But as far as guest stars, well, one of my favorite actresses, well, you want to do male and female?
Okay.
Okay, male, well, actors now. We can, Roger C. Carmel as Harry Mudd.
Yep.
Definitely a favorite.
I have him.
Mark Leonard.
Yep.
He's
the triple threat.
He has played every single major alien.
Yeah.
He has represented every single major alien race on the show. Of the three major.
And of course, his big one was, of course, Sarah, Spock's father.
Yeah,
but
correct. Barry Atwater. Now, not a lot of people don't know about Barry. He played Surik, the creator of the logical Vulcans in the one episode where they had to go back. It was them and Abraham Lincoln, and they were up against the 4 worst criminals of the universe and time and all. Now, Barry Atwater went on to play Janos Skorzeny in The Night Stalker. He was the vampire in the Night Stalker series. That's why I remember him. And then, let's see. Although he overacted, I did like William Wyndham as Commodore Decker. With the cornucopia of death that came out there.
The huge funnel of death. Okay, well, the only one I would did you have any?
Well, Mudd was my favorite.
Okay.
He's also the one that carried over into the animated.
Yeah, he did.
He was in one.
Because it was another Tribble deal.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, now Mudd, he was in 2 of the regular series, and he was in 1 animated one. But it wasn't about the Tribbles. That's Cyrano Jones that was in the Tribbles.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, Mudd's just the one that.
Okay.
He made the biggest impression on me.
Right.
He was fun. He was fun. He was a neat character. It was fun to see him get what he deserved.
Right.
You know, you could feel sorry for him, but at the same time, you were like, yeah, he got it.
I'm glad he got it. Parkour Phantom Mudd. He's a fun guy.
Well, the only 2 I picked other than that were William Campbell, Trelane and/or Koloth.
Yeah.
Trelane was the better of the 2.
A duel?
And John Colicus, Poor, later, of course, to be, what's his name on Baltor on Galactica.
Was Clint Howard in one?
Yes, he was.
He was the kid with the great big head, wasn't he?
Blaylock.
Blaylock, okay.
Yeah.
With the Tranya.
Yes, the Tranya.
The Tranya. I think I'll stay with this little guy.
Man knows how to party.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's male. Now on to female.
Female. Well.
I think it's funny who's been on. Joan Collins was on there.
That's one of my picks.
That's a funny one.
That's one of my picks. Is Edith Keeler and.
Of course, Joan Collins has been on practically every show from the 1960s.
Yeah. My goodness, she was busy.
Well, then you can look back at William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy and all the different shows that they were on.
Well, they did all the 50s shows.
Yeah.
Also did she.
Right.
She's been around a long time. But then, okay, as far as female guests, well, I can go back to another one of my favorite actresses, Julie Newmar, who had a baby on Star Trek. That was
yeah, and she's been on every show in the 60s, too.
She considered it her and McCoy's baby. Let's see, our child.
Our child, yeah.
Everybody was looking, hey, McCoy, we don't know about this. What's going on? That was fun. Let's see now. Are there any other really favorite female? Well, not with names that stand out. They're like characters. The one girl in the Gamesters on Triskelion, that was Kirk's chosen one.
Oh yeah, Shauna. Right?
Okay, yeah, she kind of stood out in my mind.
Well, yeah, but not for her acting abilities, certainly.
No.
So. Well, but well, here's the ones I picked out. I picked out Kim Darby as Mary, so I thought she did a pretty good job. I had to pick Jane Wyatt as Amanda, Spock's mother.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And And another dual role person, Diana Mulder, as the two doctors, Dr. Ann Mulhall and Dr. Miranda Jones.
Okay.
And Miranda Jones of the two was, because I was in Is There in Truth No Beauty? With the Timmy the Trash Can. The what's it? The guy. What's his name? The oh shoot.
Oh, the evil awful alien thing that lived in the thing that if you looked at him you would go crazy.
You go crazy. Yeah, it was so. Medusan.
He was a Medusan.
Right.
That's it. That's exactly.
It was so ugly or whatever.
Oh hey, I forgot about one that she's not really wasn't really considered a guest star, but then she went on. She has gone on. Majel Barrett Roddenberry herself. She was #1 in the Cage episode, and then she went on to be Nurse Chapel, and now she's gone on. Well, Nurse Chapel became whatever. She wasn't a nurse anymore. In the
doctor.
In the movie, she became a doctor, and now she's playing Troy's mother.
Yes.
The new one. So she's just been in there. Of course, well, it doesn't hurt being the wife of the producer. You know.
Yeah.
Kind of
I want my wife to be in it. Well, we really can't say no, so...
Dear, are you making a new series? Can I be in it?
Oh, okay, honey.
You do want dinner tonight.
Yeah. so I don't know. Well, let's see. There was... I just noticed one today that I hadn't noticed before. The guy who played in Dagger of the Mind, I think. The not James Gregory. You know the episode with James Gregory where they sit in the chair and they sit in the chair and it drops all the thoughts out of their mind and all that.
All right.
The other guy, the guy that they beamed up to the ship, who was like his assistant, who was nuts, and that was the first time they ever saw him use a mind meld on the show.
Okay.
Is the same actor who played Captain Tracy in in a later episode.
Wow. Okay.
And I didn't even notice that because I was reading my compendium in order to talk about this show today, and I said, "That's the same guy."
Well, that just goes to show that well, there were more than just the ones that we knew about that they used over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Which is quite interesting.
Well, go ahead. Do you have any other points?
Frank Gorshin, I think, made an interesting.
Oh, there we go. Let this be your last
episode.
battlefield.
Yeah. That was an interesting one.
Well, I think what Star Trek did, I mean, we'd had science fiction shows before Star Trek. Star Trek made space respectable to go into and not silly.
Right.
And not silly to where what's followed since.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space was fun.
But it was silly.
That wasn't since, though. That was before.
Right, that was actually, during almost, yeah.
Yeah, but it was, since then we've gotten more and more space shows.
Right.
That are, serious, but human.
Right. Right. Yeah, that was the real difference of the show, but between everything else that had really come out. I mean, it had been since Zone, really Twilight Zone. That was the last thing that went on before Trek. That was serious look.
You just hear the name Twilight Zone, and I think a lot of people think, too freaky for me.
Yeah.
I think Star Trek made science fiction to where people could sit down and watch.
Right.
Every day, folks watch it and then realize, I'm watching science fiction.
Yeah, yeah, because they really could have made it, on a battleship, in World War II, just change the devices, and it would have been the same story.
Which is kind of what Gene wanted to do. He wanted to make it respectful. He wanted to teach lessons while people were being entertained. Yes, that was one of his main thrusts of doing the show. Well,
anyway, we think we're about done. So we're getting our signal from our ramp and floor director. So. I think that'll about do it for another exciting episode of Vast Wasteland. Next time, it's going to be our special holiday show. We're going to talk about all the various the Christmas shows and all the animated stuff and all of the variety shows and stuff that we've seen all through the 60s and 70s. But
they just don't make them like that no more.
They don't. Well, but we'll talk about it next time. So for all of us at Vast Wasteland, we'll see you next time.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone